All right, man. So a whole lot worked up today. Sold a couple cars today. Yeah, that's the whole goal. We sell cars. Goal number two: build up street crew. Get this rehab and facility going at 200 units a month. I mean, I'll be honest with you. We're in the first month. It's looking like we're going to do 25 units in the first month, and we only just got a couple of street crew members that are working. Got a couple of referrals going out. As we get up to the 100, 200, 300 street crew members, when we get to 500 members and half of them send one referral a month, that's the 200 we need to fund this place. You know what I'm saying? The extra funds to fund this place. And you need to understand I'm going to take money out of my pocket at that I'm investing what I make into that. That is my choice. This is why I build this. It's not to fund big things on my home and stuff like that. Understand, I'm gonna have to get a little nicer property to host the people that are doing the thing, but I want to pour money into this rehab and facility. That's my purpose behind this. And we are growing so fast. Every day, people are coming in and signing up on this board. Number two, we're going through content building. We're talking about important life topics in real life. I'm not hiding behind the Bob's Got You Covered anymore. I'm a real person that lives in St. Johns County. I've been in real trouble and I've had real great times. And so have all my friends. And spoiler alert, we are the community, guys. We went to high school here. We went to middle school here. We grew up here. Our fathers and our mothers are here. Our sons and our daughters are here. We are Fight Club. This is our community. And that's okay. It's okay to have power as community. As a matter of fact, it's a shame if you don't have a power as a community. It's a damn shame. And we're going to get back to having a voice. I don't want to be the voice. I just want to make sure the voice, if it speaks, is heard. You know, if there's a good mission out there, I've got the power to help push it. If there's a good thing that needs to happen, I've got the power to help that good thing happen. And that is my purpose. Me and La Jolla have been doing these blogs now, and they're a lot of fun. Blogs, vlogs, whatever you want to call them, we need a better microphone. Because it's hard to hear and you're all still following. But, you know, I know it's good content. Why do I know it's good content? Because when I sit with some of the brightest minds that I know, these are the things that are talked about that aren't typically talked about in everyday life. They're sensitive topics that are worth discussing, but no one does, so nothing ever gets fixed. So we're doing this Dragon Ball Z wedding, but we're gonna go big. Do we hope the news gets called and we end up viral so that we can end up getting large amounts of money to end up donating large amounts of money and end up doing large amount of things in the community? Yep, you betcha, 100%. That's the goal. And I think it's a good game plan. As any organization that starts, or any individual with an organization that starts to do good things, we're going to grow in a snowball rate. And that's the only way to get to where we need to grow. Snowball it. Every day, every month, every week, every minute, every hour, we are growing. We are becoming more and more of a community. We are banding together, not just for automotive, but me and La Jolla are getting involved in everything. It's our mission. It's our purpose. We want to help. And I have the reach to do it. I have the guidance to be assistance. And I'm going to use it, and I'm going to stop squandering it. You know, I did it with my son, and he had some good things. Then I get complacent. I stop being the man. I gain a bunch of weight. All of a sudden, he has no male guidance. And do I feel a little bit to blame? Bet your ass I do. Am I going to hold it over my own head? And no, I did for a minute there. But then I said, let me just go back to being the man that I am. And by being the man that I am, I didn't mean being the man that I've been for the past 10 years. The man that had been erased when he had been beaten down and battered and bruised. The man that conquered entire places when he was there, changed systems and changed so many lives through those Havoline and oil change places. I did, man. I trained a lot of people. I saved a lot of people from drugs and alcohol that were hooked. That I said, you're either out of my store or you're off of those drugs. And I piss tested them and I didn't fire them. I pissed them every day. Every day. It was against the rules. It was against the rules. I'll tell you right now, I bought these piss tests out of my own money. My employees didn't work for me unless they peed in them. A couple of guys are out there. Don't file lawsuits against me. You're doing great now. I'm so proud of you guys. Both of you. So proud of you. I ran those stores, by the way, while on work release for selling pot. I don't have a problem with weed. Apparently St. Johns County did at that point in time. And my follow-up game was so good. Listen, I sold pot for 3 months out of my life. And in that time, I sold to the police twice, right? I met them apparently in month 3. Guy got something. He didn't call me back. It took like 2 weeks, no call back. So what do? Hey, buddy, do you have a problem with my product? Were you unhappy? Was it not satisfactory? Yep, you liked it? You would want some more? Good. Hang up the phone. Follow-up call is good. I was in the timeshare industry. I would do follow-up calls. Yeah, I definitely follow-up called to myself to my second felony, which, by the way, both nonviolent crimes, and ready to get those erased. Those were long ago. Yeah, 3 months. Don't sell drugs, kids, especially not if you're me. Too loud. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna end well. Anyway, I've been through all walks of life. Hard drugs are bad. Kids shouldn't smoke pot because they're not developed yet. If you're an adult and you smoke weed, good for you. Me too. It's okay. We have our cards. I use mine for depression. It's working. We're doing some great things. This wedding's going to be fantastic. My life with my future wife is going to be fantastic. Our sharing of our kids' growth and the process of making those kids, doing the male selecting to have males, doing the genetic testing to make sure that there is no genetic flaws. They are perfectly perfectly healthy babies that don't have any extra chromosome or defects. Right? You can do that now. You can literally play that part and still have your biologically owned baby now. And to my understanding, the insurance companies actually like that better because it's less risk. Wow. Our deductible's paid for this year. And we're getting married. So that's a thing. The question is, do we do 1 or 2 the first time around? Because we need 3 in the next 3 years. I am committing to raising 3 fine young men and maybe 1 young woman. I'm going to give La Jolla a full family. Which means I'm going to sell a lot of cars. We're going to do a lot of podcasts. We're going to do a lot of good in the community. We're going to be busy raising young men, teaching young men, hanging out with my son's best friends, which are current young men, and just building community. All with me say, Street Crew, let's go. Thank you guys so much for supporting us. Today's really been a blissful. I've had a lot of phone calls today. I've had a lot of reach outs today. I've walked into a lot of places where people went, Street Crew, and I was like, we're there, man. We're right there. And it's tip of the iceberg, and it's not all flowing yet. But when your old lady bumps you and goes, you did this, you got to kind of pinch yourself and go, we did this. We did this. We're doing this. We're building this. This is this. With community help, this will always be. With our podcast, send us topics that you want talked about, and we will. I promise you we're going to get better and figure out how these people go onto YouTube, and I definitely need a microphone because holding this thing in my hand, my arm is sore, and this is 10 minutes and 27 seconds. So good night. Thank you for watching. I would say subscribe, but we really don't even have a channel yet. It's just us. I suppose we should figure that out tomorrow. Love you guys. Good night.